Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Sunday evening, and I'm in a silly mood, and I want to talk about Ice Spice, who was one of my favorite rappers over the last couple of years. She got slapped silly in McDonald's in Hollywood. I think it was on Vine. On Vine. That's where the kids hang out. Slapped in her shit. And then dropped in the parking lot. Did you see the entire video? She then got dropped by a girl named Vayah. Pow! A baby. Now Ice Spice has filed a police report and she's lawyered up. BX, hold this L. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're going to talk about it this evening. I've been busy the last couple of days. Thank you for your emails, your donations. I went out on a boat yesterday with my ex. We'll talk about that later. Oh, my goodness. This girl, Vayah, who's talking, as all the kids do now. If I had to guess, she might be 17. If anybody has her age, please email me. Her name is Vayah. I'm calling her Pop-Off because she popped off on Ice Spice. At first, she was trying to be cool. Just kid stuff. She came in. I played the goddamn video at least 10 times. She pulled up on Ice Spice's friend, who's pussy, by the way, because she didn't want no smoke. And she's talking about shaking that ass. As she's supposed to. That's what Ice Spice does. She's got trash bars, but her whole thing is shaking her ass. Can I get an amen in the live chat? The girl Vayah didn't pull up on Ice Spice, wanting to knuckle up. She's a kid. When you hear her talk, she can barely even formulate a sentence because she's a kid. If you look at her fingernails, she didn't have silk wrap nails, gel tips, a French manicure. She's a kid. Ice Spice got slapped in her shit. Pow! For mouthing off, and then outside, she got dropped. Now, some of you say, yo, she stood on business. No, she didn't. She knew she was being filmed. She had to do something. She took that guy's phone, threw his phone. That's why he was upset. Then she went into the parking lot. They dropped her, pow, and you can hear the kids saying, don't jump her, don't jump her. Bitch, you're in gangland. You're lucky you didn't get shot. Can I get a Cali nigga to call in early to talk about how grace was shown to Ice Spice? When will some of you fuck niggas learn? And she's got to have a team of pussies around her, Ice Spice. So maybe she's never been told that Biggie got laid down in L.A. County. Pop Smoke got laid the fuck down, wherever that was, after Hollywood Hills or somewhere. PNB Rock laid the fuck down. It's gangland. If you don't check in, get some goddamn security. Now her lawyer's talking about suing the McDonald's, suing the baby. If you don't take your goofy ass on, we don't promote violence and or drama, but we have to look at this. We have to analyze it because many of you are parents, your grandparents. You've got to talk to your babies. Who did not talk to Ice Spice? And who is the pussy bitch that she was with? Ice Spice tried to cape for her friend, whoever that pussy bitch is, jump in the conversation when she should have diffused the situation off the rip and say, hey, what's your name? Give me some dap. Just it's a fucking baby. She didn't come in on that rah-rah shit. And got slapped in her shit. Pow! There's so much here, and at my age, I want to try and educate you as much as I can. Oh, we're going to have fun. We're going to troll. BX, hold this L. That's Bronx, for those of you who don't know Bronx. I know Ice Spice's music. She talks about, we're both from the Bronx. I know that you grimy. Okay, so you claim to be grimy. But you got to be smart out in Los Angeles County because it's gangland. Oh, you going to check in. up in McDonald's. Again, guys, was it Vine? Was it Hollywood and Vine? That used to be a whole stroll decades ago. Many people have gone out to Los Angeles County, Malibu, and other places, Burbank. You get faked out by the sun and the palm trees. Yo, I got to move out here. And you don't have an understanding that you got to check in. Everybody checks in, from Denzel Washington to Will Smith. You check in. Michael Jackson checked in, for God's sakes. You can see a picture of Michael Jackson. It's not AI with the Crips. Can I get an amen in the live chat? Does anybody know Michael Jackson brought the Crips to one of his video shoots, gave him some Skrilla. It wasn't a lot. He gave him some Skrilla, bought him a whole bunch of food. I think he threw up the fucking C sign. Michael Jackson. Smacked in her shit by a baby. That girl's a baby. Guys, showrunner, I don't know where to go with that sad, sad story. 8 children killed in Shreveport, Louisiana. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Nothing to joke about. I don't even want to troll, but I mean, I have to ask. Did the father, in his mind, did he prevent his babies, those were his babies, from a life of hell? In his mind, was he saving them from becoming something ungodly? Again, not that we condone it in any way, shape, or form. The children did not deserve that. Children, babies, but you have to understand, for those of you who you claim to know God, it was God's will. It's God's will. Everything happens for a reason. What is the reason? I know nothing about the story. I'm going to play 2 videos. Just bear with me. Who was the mother or mothers of those babies? Did she stray from the word? Did she think she was going to start an OnlyFans page when this nigga here, he's deep in scripture? You about to start an OnlyFans? Bitch, you have our seeds. OnlyFans. I'm not going to act anything out. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. All right. Also, this evening, I want to mention a few things because over the past couple of days, well, you guys haven't seen me since Thursday. I wanted to take a few days off, pardon me, and just enjoy my life as I do. I enjoy life. I live in the moment sometimes. I don't need to always keep going and keep going. Saturday, my show producer, Deeds, I think she's in the live chat. I'm not sure. I reached out to her and I said, is there anything going on other than just, shootings in black, neighborhoods and inner city areas? Oh, my goodness. Did you know, or do you know that in every urban city, teenagers were killed, black teenagers? Let me ask you a question. This just came to my head right now. Where's my pen? Has black culture peaked in America? Let me write that down. Has black culture peaked? I'm glad I was able to see the beautiful black culture when I was younger and, in my 20s, and having done research and gone to many places here in America, to know that there wasn't just a black Wall Street. There was a place called the Deuces in St. Petersburg, Florida. I went there on my Florida road trip. The Royal Theater and that whole area down there, it was lit once upon a time. Has black culture peaked in America? The shootings are far, far beyond sad. if you ask me, black crime is predictable now. It's predictable. Yes, white people commit crimes too. That's not the fucking issue. And there is an issue. Black crime is predictable. Many of you are literally going down the path of a book once upon a time written by Philip K. Dick called The Minority Report. You want to read a book? Read that book. Never mind 48 Laws of Power. That ain't you, nigga. Read Philip K. Dick's book, The Minority Report. Your crimes are predictable. It's going to get to a point in society where they arrest you for a crime that you have not committed yet. Do you know that? Predictable. You cannot go to a place where there's more than 30 black people, young black people. They're going to start fighting and shooting. It's just a fucking reality. Here's Vayah.
Ready for what? Take ass. You take ass? That's what you do, you take ass? So go take ass. So you from Cali? So go take ass. So you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Where are you from? Are you from Cali? Where are you from? Are you from Cali? No, I'm from Chirac. Where are you from? Oh, you're from Chirac. Yeah. So where are you from? So where are you from? I'm from McDonald's. I'm from Wayne.
Let's get it, bitch. Bitch, get out of the way, you pussy. Push her friend. Now look at the friend. Look at the friend. Stop. Look at the friend right here. Left Ice Spice. Oh my God, what is going on? Left her. They could have stabbed her, shot her, beat her to a pulp. This is who Ice Spice was caping for when the girl just pulled up, Vay, talking about shaking that ass. Now she's got the guy's phone, Ice Spice. She got the guy's phone.
Are you with them? I'm not with them. My friend right here. They just came in right now. But you're the one gassing to them that I'm here, right? I didn't know. They didn't know he was here. You guys making that way? They didn't know he was here. Nah, why should you just phone? Are you got my phone?
Yeah, sure. Did you see that? Hold on. Now Ice Spice throws the guy's phone. He comes in, kind of calm. He don't want no problems. He pulled Vay out. Watch Ice Spice throw his phone.
Are you got my phone? Yeah, sure. Fuck y'all. That's why. Fuck you and that bitch. All right.
Fuck you and that bitch, as Ice Spice said.
Why is that bitch fucking? Why would I relax and cut her?
Sit tight, folks. I got time this evening, huh? Ice Spice smacked in her shit. Smack silly. Now they go outside. Hold on. We're going to talk about this in its entirety. Here's another angle. Grabs the guy's phone. He comes in.
That really was Ice Spice. That's really Ice Spice. What the you end that? All right. What the happened? Why is that? Oh no, she's drunk, but just relax. Why would I relax if she's touching? She's drunk. Where is she?
Ice Spice, somebody, where is she? Bitch, she's gone. She up the road.
Why would I let it go? What the? Chavez is Ice Spice. It's going viral. Next, maybe I'm ashamed. You gonna spank a bitch? No. Wait, calm down. Calm down. Let me spank her. Calm down. On your mama. Let me spank her. Let me spank a bitch. Why would you want to fight me? Are you a
Get at it, then.
Y'all think because I'm famous? You from what? You. Where you from?
What happened? I don't understand.
What you mean what happened?
I wasn't.
You wasn't there? Where's she at? Where's she at? And why the you want to record? It's funny.
Did you catch Ice Spice? She said, "Why you want to record?" It's funny. So she knows she's being recorded. That's where all this extra shit is coming from. So now they're out in the parking lot. Vayah's getting ready to drop her. Pay attention. There's Ice Spice on the ground. Vayah caught her with one of those a right cross.
Hey, don't jump her. Hey, don't push him though. Don't push him though. Don't push him because he can't hit you the back. Don't push him.
Now, who is this pussy bitch? Let's go back a second. Folks, pardon my language. I'm sipping. I have to analyze this in detail.
Hey, don't push him though. Don't push him though. Don't push him.
Who's this pussy bitch right here? This is how the whole shit got started.
Because he can't hit you the back. Don't push him. Calm down. All right, but calm down.
Area code 347. You're my first caller. Are you up to speed on the topics? 347. Yes, no.
Yes. Yes.
We can't hear you. You're on some type of African headset. Please make the adjustments. We have to let you.
Okay, hello?
Hey there. Hey.
Okay, I'm calling. See, Ice Spice, she really did make the Bronx look bad because if you're supposed to be, street smart, she would have known to not go to LA like that. There's no security. The girl looked like she was lost.
Come on.
The girl that was with her. And it's like and if you look in the beginning of the video, you can see that they set her up because when the girl walked in and when the girl was like arguing with her, the guy walks in and stops at the table, but then he looks at the girl, but then all of a sudden he manages to grab the girl away from her. So it was like a setup. And she's lucky that Ice Spice is lucky that she didn't have any real beef with anybody because they would have shot and killed her right there at McDonald's. It just looked ridiculous.
Can I ask how old are you, darling?
No, I don't.
No, I said how old are you? Can I ask how old are you?
Oh, I'm old enough to be her mother, put it that way.
Okay, no. I appreciate the call because, we're not trying to clown a young person, Ice Spice, but, these mistakes in gangland can be costly. You can't be out there without no goddamn security. Oh, you can do that in Harlem. You can do that in certain places on the East Coast.
Right.
Not in gangland. Now, whether she was set up or not, that I don't know. But you have to.
Well, that's what it looked like to me.
Let me just say this. You have to know, you have to have an understanding of your surroundings. When somebody pulls up on you, you don't try and pop off or try and punk them or shut them down. Listen, there's many times over the goddamn decades, people pull up on me. Yo, the hater. Yo, yeah. I said, give me some dap. And then, my standard line is to say, yo, let me hold $10. Let me hold. Do I need $10? No, but I find a way to flip it so that the conversation doesn't go left. Yo, let me hold $10. They're like, word? I'm like, yeah, let me hold 10. Let me hold 10. And if they give me the 10, hey, on some Brooklyn shit, I caught $10. But you have to learn how not to let your mouth get you into a situation. What's that old saying? That your ass can't cash your check or something. Go ahead.
I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but yeah, and again, as being a rapper, you would think that she, at least, I understand she's young, but whatever's happening to these record execs or whoever, managers or whatever are teaching them to look, be careful what's going on with going on to LA. There's a lot of issues and things, and like you said, it's gangland. Yeah. So what made her think as you're at McDonald's at night, you have
Hollywood and Vine, baby.
Yeah,
Hollywood and Vine. Yeah. I haven't been there in years, but that used to be a very rough area. Come on.
Right. So yeah, you're out there at night. You're at McDonald's, no security. You're sitting in the back with one other person that don't look like they know what the heck is going on, and you're putting your life in jeopardy. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if she had a car. Maybe she took an Uber. Maybe she walked. But I don't know. But she put her life in jeopardy.
She was caping. She was caping for a pussy, bitch. That girl turned her back on it. So you might be right. Yeah. Maybe she set her up, but oh my God, if she would have had some jewelry, she might have got shot, like a PNB Rock or somebody. Come on. Exactly right.
Yeah. So I guess she either wasn't aware or figured, oh, but you know what? I don't have no issues. Let me coming out to LA and do whatever, But it was ridiculous. She didn't have to do all of that. So if she wins or sues McDonald's, I'll be surprised if she wins anything because she's a celebrity. It's like, come on, you set yourself up.
You're supposed to have security in gangland.
Oh, you know what? I don't know, but maybe that girl's supposed to be a security. I don't know, but it just looked like all types wrong. So yeah. She should have just went to another McDonald's in Beverly Hills.
We don't want to make fun of it, but can we just put some respect on the baby's name, Vay? She popped her in her shit. She was cool at first, she's talking about shaking the ass. This is what you do. Let's go shake our asses. Let's go dip it low. Come on.
Right. But look, she may be a baby, but if she's able to sing the type of songs that she sings, then she should know better. I'm sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
I appreciate the call.
She should know better.
I appreciate the call.
Thank you.
Bye, Star. Bye now. Guys, is Vay a rapper? Is Vay a rapper? Hang on a second. Someone says, Star, did you check in did you mean to say when you went to Cali? Sorry, yes, I check in with the feds. I'm fed. You know this, or how do you think I was able to drive from Seattle down to San Diego with a firearm in the goddamn RV? I checked in. I had to go through some paperwork. You goddamn. Thank you for your donation, sir. Appreciate you. I'm coming to the Cash App, guys. Hold on a second. Oh, my God, this story is so sad. The showrunner, 8 children killed in Shreveport, Louisiana. Let me just play the first video. I don't know who this woman is. I'm sure she feels the pain. I'm not going to try and clown her, but black culture, if you ask me, has peaked in America. And we have to talk about it. Here you go.
We're standing in this place again. There are 8 children that are deceased. I can't be strong for you. I think about the mother and what this family has lost. I think about this community and what this community has lost. And I don't have the words to give you, and I'm sorry. I don't know what people think in the crevices of their mind to want to harm another human being, let alone that of children who have their whole life ahead of them. From what I've learned about this incident is that it's domestic in nature that makes it even more horrific for all the fighting that we do as it relates to this. And maybe you can stand strong with this, but I can't without shedding tears of traumatic pain. I pain and I grieve for this family. I grieve for the lives that are lost, and I'm asking you to please utilize every resource that the sheriff has brought forth now when you know that these situations occur. We cannot be and make this a joke. This is not a freaking joke. This is real. And this is the result when someone snaps. So I'm going to ask the community, along with prayer, with every mental health consultant, counselor that is out here, this family and this community needs you. I need you. Because how do we get through this? How do we get to the next level? It is real and this is raw. And these are the tragedies when there are domestic violence or domestic disturbances in our community.
That our entire city.
Okay, in case you don't know, the shooter, a black man, killed his 8 children. I'm going to play another video that gives more of a breakdown. There's no more shame. If you ask me, I could be wrong. There's no more shame with regards to black culture. So let's take this whole God theory off the table because I just, I want us to have a conversation. I want you to think. I know most of you are smarter than me. I know my audience. I know my analytics. Let's take the God theory and the mysticism off the table. Maybe he was just a crazy nigga. And he had no parameters. He didn't care. He just wanted to violate the children in spite of the mother or mothers of those beautiful little life forces. They were innocent. They didn't deserve that. The senseless shootings that happen now in black neighborhoods, out of control. Has black culture peaked in America? Black culture was fucking beautiful once upon a time. I saw it. I saw the tail end of it. People had dignity. People had parameters. Some of you might be old enough to remember your grandparents or your great-grandparents on a Sunday wouldn't even go out the house until their hair was done, nails done, everything did. Kids were dressed. And you took Sunday pictures. Anybody remember that, or am I going too far back? You took Sunday pictures, not just on Easter. Hispanics too. Let's include Hispanics because Hispanics have suffered as well. They have flourished. Gene Richmond, do you want to call in, sir? Where is my number one political commentator? Let me see if he texts me. Tonight would be a great night for you to call in, sir. Okay. J.R. Cigar, hold on, sir. Gene Richmond, do you want to call in? Gene Richmond. Was the father a low-life piece of shit? In his mind, was he tweaking? Did he expect something of the mothers or mother? I don't even know how many mothers had those beautiful children. Did he want something from them that he could not give in return? As I've said before, you can't just think because you have a tool between your legs that you are the head of the house. You have to lead by way of example. Area code 617. Sunday night, we're talking about Ice Spice slapped silly for not checking in.
Hello?
There. Hey, good evening.
Hey, Star. I wanted to talk about the Ice Spice thing, man. That was a little bit crazy.
Come on.
You know what it is? We don't talk about security. We don't. I know it's gangland and all that stuff, but you know what it was? Tony Soprano would never sit in that seat. She had her back to the main door. She wasn't even looking. Anyone could prop up on you when that's happening. She should have been all the way in the back with her back to the wall. And then moreover, yes, once all the confrontation started, her friend got pushed onto the table. We should watch the video again. But her friend got pushed onto the table and then decided, I'm out of this situation. And then went to go check on the churros or the cinnamon rolls. She didn't care about Ice Spice. She wasn't worried about her friend. at that time, so she shouldn't have been.
Was she her friend, sir, or were they acquaintances?
I mean,
I
she was a person that she was sitting and eating with. I don't know if she was a friend because it don't seem like a friend.
Please don't giggle, sir. I don't want to talk to grown men giggling.
I'm giggling. I'm not giggling.
Come on.
She was a person that she was sitting there eating with. She obviously went to the establishment with her. You know what I mean?
You're right.
But you know, we watching the video again, man, she got pushed straight to that table. She was like, I'm off of this. She literally, like, I mean, you could watch her as she's walking back, her mind is off of that. She doesn't care about Ice Spice. She doesn't care about the fight. She's looking at whatever food is on the table. You know what I'm saying? But moreover, yes, security. Yes, know you're, but I'm from Boston. We don't pull into parking spots straight. You have to back into a parking spot so you can see your surroundings. She did the exact opposite. She sat at the table with her back to the main door. Everyone's walking in and out behind her. She can't see who's coming in, who's coming out. And it's foolish.
Let me jump in here for a second. Now, you know, young people make mistakes. I'll give her that.
Oh, of course.
But in the eyes of the baby, I'm saying she was a baby. I'm going to play a video of her talking, the girl named Vayah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she probably said, oh, my God, Ice Spice, weren't you in the VIP with Taylor Swift last year? And now you're here with me in the trenches. Oh, my God. And she pulled up on them. She didn't go to Ice Spice directly. She went to her friend and talking about shaking the ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If that girl were older, and this is all speculation, if the girl was older, she'd have pulled up on Ice Spice, pulled out the blammer and said, give me all you got.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she got off lucky, but I hope this is a teachable moment for her, and whoever's around her needs to talk to her and say, hey, you know, it's gangland. People die out there. Go ahead, land your plane.
Absolutely, let me land my plane. You know, yes, you're right. It was a child, but you know what? The child didn't come up there with no bad intention. She saw a famous person, you know, at the McDonald's she goes to all the time.
Yeah.
She saw a famous person. She was excited to see the person. She pulled up, and then Ice Spice, I mean, from what I hear from the audio, Ice Spice is just like, where you from? Where you from? And just very confrontational, you know? So, I mean, look, that's what happened. I mean, yes, you're right. If it was somebody...
So I don't necessarily want to be right. I enjoy people calling in.
Not to say you're right, but...
what you have to say, but the moral...
But if it was an older person...
The moral of this story is get some goddamn security in gangland. Thank you for your call, sir.
Thank you.
Any Cali niggas want to call in and educate people? You will get laid down. Hey, Tiffany. Timestamp Tiffany. I got your email. Thank you so much. Big Rose, I got you. So he says, you better check in with... Oh, God. Easy, sir. Let's not mention certain people on this platform. I got to be very, very careful, sir. I'm fed. Make no mistake about it. Blake, what's going on with you, man? He says, I think this may have been a play. Okay. This bitch puts hands on Ice to get her check in with a local. What? Thank you, Blade. I don't know where you're going with that. Hey, Star, report interesting. What is Willie Bobo? Can someone explain to this man what the hold on a second. What the Willie Bobo is? Thank you. I got to get back to my Okay. Yes, I'm going to play. Senta, I'm going to play Vayah talking. Just hold on. I want to get to some of the donations here. Someone says you're blocked. Troll follows. Send me the link to your YouTube channel. Hold on, guys. I don't block people. What's the link? But with regards to your question, is Deeds the only person that... Yes, Deeds is the only person that blocks people. What'd you do to get blocked? Let me put Deeds' information on the screen. I'm too old to pay attention. Well, first of all, my eyes aren't what they used to be. Hold on, guys. Let me put Deed's Cash App on the screen. Just send her a donation. Just say, hey, I fucked up. Here's a $10 donation. Can you unblock my channel? I crashed out, pardon self. Someone says, hey, Star, well, the Willy Bobo. The Willy Bobo, sir. If you don't know, then I don't know what to tell you. Let me get that off the screen. Thank you so much. Area code 312. Good evening. Ice Spice smacked, slapped, silly. Are you there? 3, 1,
yeah,
2.
I'm here.
Hey.
They should have slapped us for just being at McDonald's. That girl got music videos. Why didn't she order DoorDash?
Right.
She sat down at McDonald's and got a knuckle sandwich with cheese. That's what she's supposed to. That's what she's supposed to get, Star. Knuckle sandwich with cheese.
Come on.
Girl, order DoorDash. It's free. Please.
Streets got no love, bitches. This is gangland. The fuck? The fuck?
You think she set that up? I think she might have set that up.
No. In my opinion, baby, hang on a second. I'll let you talk your talk land you're playing. No, she just got sloppy. With all due respect, PNB Rock got sloppy. Biggie got sloppy. Pop Smoke got.
But then she continued to fight outside. Did you see that?
That was for the camera. She was trying to stunt. She knew she was being filmed. Didn't you hear her say to one of the people, "Why are you filming? This is funny."
Mm-hmm.
Where you from, baby?
Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from Chicago. I'm from Dalton, Illinois, to be exact.
Okay. The home of Tiffany Tahoe.
Tiffany Henry, that's my buddy, but she fucked up. Yeah.
Well, she's in Georgia, grifting allegedly. So
she asked me to come down to Georgia for her hearing tomorrow. I was actually considering it, and then I had to come to my senses. That would be my mother that said, hell no, she ain't watching my kids while I get lynched in Georgia.
Okay. So Ice Spice, I wish nothing bad upon her, but now she's a cop caller. She's calling police. She filed a complaint. Her lawyer's talking about suing the baby, Vayah, and suing McDonald's. Bitch, take your L and knock it off. The fuck?
Oh, are you cursing? Yeah, she was walking all on tables. McDonald's need to be suing her. Why is she walking on tables?
Right. Yeah.
Back to our top story tonight, the tragic mass shooting that left 8 children dead and 2 adults injured. Here's what we know so far. The shooting happening sometime between 5 and 6 this morning in the Cedar Grove neighborhood. The 8 victims are between the ages of 18 months and 14 years old. 2 women and another child were shot in the head and in the hospital tonight. The suspect, who's been identified as Shamar Elkins, was shot and killed during a confrontation with Shreveport police in Bossier. And we continue our team coverage with KWS3's Brenda Teal, who has been following developments all day in the neighborhood where these 8 children were killed this morning. Good evening, Brenda. There's been a lot of community reaction to this tragedy, with local officials calling it one of the worst they've ever seen. What are you hearing from the scene?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've heard that. I've been here for several hours now. And so what I can tell you is that I have spoken with Dottie Bell, Caddo School Board member, also Mary Trammell, and they did confirm that the 6 of the children attended Linwood Charter School. The other 2 attended Summer Grove. And they are planning to send counselors to both of those schools tomorrow to give support to any child who might be grieving because of the loss of their friend. I also talked to a neighbor here who said this time yesterday, those kids were playing in the yard and the father was sitting on the steps and they waved to one another. earlier today, just about, maybe 30 minutes ago, Councilman Tabitha Taylor and Green walked over and joined the family. The family's still there right now. A little bit earlier, they did put flowers down. They gathered in prayer, and so many tears happening right here. And families are beginning to return to their homes. I did speak to one neighbor earlier. I believe it was her Ring camera that caught the suspect walking and leaving the scene. She also says that one of the children did get out of that house. You might have heard Riley talk about that a little bit earlier. Well, here's Liza's words as she described what she heard.
And that was that baby. That baby. That baby laying there on the roof of that home. He's even trying to get away. I don't know. I'm just imagining how, but I can't do my mind to make me wish that if he could have made it to me or this, that. I can't do that, you know. But I know they're all in a better place. But for you to do that, that is the lowest thing that I can imagine a person to do.
Can't say enough about the importance of domestic violence awareness. There is a Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and the Cattle Parish has done quite a bit. They have a center now, a counseling center now that you can go to. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, there will be a news conference at City Council. They'll very likely talk more about that, but we have heard from our chief of police and SPD many times that it's the domestic violence that is rising at an alarming rate in our community. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Brenda, thank you so much for that report.
Okay. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to play the police report where you got the cops thanking the other police. Doing your job. Guys, that's my email address on the screen. Thank you for your notifications. Thank you for your support. Hey, Miriam. No, Miriam, I'm not Aggie. I just, I don't need you calling in here trying to talk on top of me or talking through me. Especially about some story that, you think to be true. That's fine. Fuck a fan. I've always said that. Give a fuck about somebody being a fan. Eat a dick. Now let's get to this baby. Vayah. Is it Vayah or Vay? Hold on a second. It's a baby. Smacked Ice Spice and then dropped her. She dropped her. And I got Ice Spice calling police. Here we go.
And we came from the beach earlier that night, and we decided to go walk around Hollywood or whatever. But before we did that, we decided to stop by McDonald's because we all had to use the bathroom. So then one of my friends, she comes out and she was like, "Oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment. And then immediately Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, "Why are you over here? You could leave. Bye." And I'm like, "Why are you being rude?" pretty much. And she was basically saying, like, "You could just leave. Bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table." Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, "You don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a compliment." And I'm like, "You know what? Where are you from?" She said, "I'm from New York." So I said, "Let me tell you something. I don't care where you're from." I'm like, "You in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people. Like, if you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, 'Oh, I'm not in the mood,' or something, right? Instead of just yelling at me." So she kept going on this, and we came from the beach earlier that night, and we decided to go walk around Hollywood or whatever. But before we did that, we decided to stop by McDonald's because we all had to use the bathroom. So then one of my friends, she comes out and she was like, "Oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" So I go up to them.
Okay, now, is she capping? Well, let me get that off the screen. She's paraphrasing. Any parents in the live chat? They never convey the truth to you the way that you want to hear it. The way that you ask them a question, right or wrong. You can ask your daughter, your niece, your nephew, your grandchild a question. They will go around the river, over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house. You'll never get the answer that you want. So she's paraphrasing, but we can see the video of Ice Spice mouthing off. Whether you like Ice Spice's music or not, and I do. Whether you think she's a cutie, and I do. Gangland, come on, man. Anybody from LA in that live chat? Gangland. Somebody has to talk about what happens out there. Sheesh. Wasn't Pop Smoke, was it on Instagram? What platform was he on where he's showing the goddamn bags where they were shopping and some other shit, and then at the house, and I forget how that whole thing went down. Think they shot him in the shower. Yes, no, maybe? Sheesh. Area code 310. Good evening. Are you there? Sunday night.
Hey, salute. Hey, salute, Star.
Hey.
So I'm calling from LA though. What's happening?
What's up, man? Born and raised in LA?
Born and raised. That's all I know.
Okay. Can you make the adjustments on your phone, sir? It sounds like you're in a tunnel. I want to hear everything you have to say. Please make the adjustments.
All right. How does it sound now, Star?
Much better. Okay, so listen, you don't have to agree with me. I'm old, sir. I've seen pimps disappear and get killed in LA back in the days. It's not just rappers. So I believe you have to check in. I believe she was there with no security. That's a problem. Where do you want to take it?
Listen, I'm not going to agree with nobody. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Come on.
Listen, Star. If she come out here, if anybody come out here, Star, right. It's like going to the museum or the amusement park. It's open game. We gonna have fun with you. If you can't name nobody, that's really important, we finna eat that taco. It's finna be delicious. That's all it is, Star.
Come on.
Listen. She's so blessed. She's so fortunate. Like I'm telling you, she didn't want to get P&B rocked. She didn't want to get none of that other stuff. She got blessed with a touch up. That ain't nothing but a touch up. Go home, think about it, pray about it, eat you some soup, realize what you did, and come back the right way.
The mistakes of your era. The mistake
of your era. You hear me? Yes, sir. You know?
Come on.
Hey, Star, this ain't a big deal. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just saying, if you come out here, just come on out here.
Yeah.
Just come on out here. You know? And if we see you, we gonna mix it up. We gonna cook it up. It's gonna be good. That's all.
If somebody pulls out the blammer, or back in the days they used to call it the ooh-wop or the blicky, don't fuss, don't fight. If somebody starts taking the chain off your neck, just relax. Don't make the situation worse than what it is. Just relax. You need to come up out of this.
Star. So listen, I didn't relax though. So I got shot in the back. I got gunned down for mine.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because I went into that fight or flight mode. So all I'm saying to you is this is all I know, and they still shot me down. They didn't get nothing, but they still did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
They laced me up. They made me get familiar with my family again. They made me go to the hospital and come back home and go to sleep and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Man, come on out here then. Come on out here and play around.
Can I ask how old are you, sir? Can I ask how old are you?
Man, I'm an old man, Star. I'm finna be 43 though.
Well, listen, you've survived. Salute. I mean, you know how old I am, man. But yeah, man, back in the days, dog. I mean, I've seen some things, man, and some things I will never ever speak on. But you know, it's gangland. It's gangland, and you got you got the new babies. The new babies, like is her name Vayah or Vayah? You got the new babies. You know, she She's young, because if she were, somewhere in her mid-20s or 30s, she'd have ran down and hit Ice Spice in the head with the gun. Bang, right or wrong.
I don't even know how she walked away with blessings. I'm saying somebody is praying for her.
Come on.
Like somebody is praying for her, Star, because out here, nobody is safe. I don't care what you think you are.
Yeah.
You're not safe, though.
Yeah.
Don't act like you safe out here. You're not safe, man.
Yeah.
I'm hiding out like 20 minutes away from the town.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not safe.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
so keep doing what you're doing.
Hold on, stay with me. Stay with me
Real.
now. It's been so many years. Listen, first time I went to LA was 1984. I mean, I'm old, but Hollywood and Vine. Is that where that McDonald's is? Hollywood and Vine?
So I don't know about no McDonald's and all that, but Hollywood and Vine, all of Hollywood, I can tell you what it is. We out there now. We gang banging.
Right.
We out there. You come down Hollywood Boulevard. You come down Sunset. You mess around
over there by La Cienega. La
Cienega.
Yeah.
Yeah, La Cienega. You play around anywhere out there. We gonna eat you, and it's good food. Right. That's all it is. Yeah. So, man, listen, I got a 67 convertible. I know you mess with them classic cars. Right. So you know what time it is. I got a 67 rag Chevy Impala coming out this week.
Nice.
Look, listen, Star.
Come on.
I'm scared. I know I could die. Yeah. I know that. I know I could die, Star.
Yeah. Take your time.
But I'm about to enjoy it. I'm about to ride out, and I'm a fake like I'm important, and hope don't nobody kill me, because it's on. It don't matter who you are.
Let me jump in for a second. I don't know if this is before your time, but yeah, God bless the Cholos who used to sell me Coke down there at MacArthur Park. They still sell Coke down there, the Cholos?
They look, they legendary. I can't speak about Coke, but I could tell you that the Mexicans.
Hold on. I never had a problem. I never got robbed. You just go down there 3:30 in the morning tweaking in a rental car and get some good fish scale. 1986 and 87. Never had a problem. But at the same time, you didn't go down there wearing no goddamn truck jewelry. You respect where you're at, and you get the fuck out of there. Come on.
So listen, we automatic enemies, but I'm gonna tell you this though, they do have integrity, and the Mexicans out here, they do have a code that they live by. So even though I still believe that they might be busters in certain ways, I'm telling you the truth though, as far as their constitution, Mexicans is solid though.
Oh yeah.
I respect them though.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
All right, salute, Star.
Oh, God bless those Cholos back in the days, boy. 1990, you know this already. I was living in North Hollywood. I stayed at the Orchid Suites for about 2 months. Skied out of my mind. I was national director at Virgin Records. I would go to work, come back to the hotel, wash, change, go out and do just clubbing and shit like that, and then like clockwork, down to MacArthur Park, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Never had a problem. Oh, is that my guy there? Area code 415. We're talking about Ice Spice slap silly in LA for not checking in. 415.
John Blaze on the check-in, big nigga.
Yes, sir. How are you, man?
I wanted to talk about the rest in peace to the 8 babies that were victims in that tragedy, and I wanted to chime in on that because you got a lot of times we have to look at the context of the black cultural violence amongst black men and where does it stem from. And, you know, a lot of times they want to go ahead and maybe look at it in historical context or societal factors or the intersectionality of Black violence amongst Black men. But the reality is that this Black man is an example and a prime example of the mother-son-husband phenomenon that is going on, because the breeding of the violence is the fact that this Black man, without question, came from a single Black household, to which has conditioned him with this particular violence, have conditioned him to be emotional when it comes to dealing with adult issues. So in fact, when you look at this man and the violence that he perpetrated on the children, on those wonderful mothers, he is an example of Black women that are contributing to this mother-son-husband phenomenon, to which is sometimes called the emotional incest, to which it arises when mothers relies on their sons for emotional support. And this is typically provided by the adult partners, blurring the lines between the parent and child. You know, sons in this dynamic often feel responsible for their mother's emotional well-being, to which when they become adults, they act out with violence because they don't have a man in a household to actually keep that emotion in check. You know, so, you know, unfortunately, I want to put the blame on the single Black mother households, but God bless them. God bless those mothers who are trying. God bless those mothers who are trying to raise strong Black men. But it is the clear fact, it is the clear science behind this phenomenon, to which in fact it is called the mother-son-husband, that which is driving these lonely or single Black mothers who lack the adult companionship, and they may turn to their sons for emotional support. You know, they become overprotective, and they have these overprotective tendencies and unresolved maternal trauma that led to the mother seek fulfillment of their sons, that create this violence through their sons.
John Blaze, can I jump in for a second, please?
Yes, sir.
Are you saying that the father, who is now deceased, who shot the babies, are you saying he was a bitch nigga raised by a single mother, and that's primarily his issue? I'm going to be clear.
That is absolutely correct. You are a bitch nigga if you will perpetrate violence on these young children. Right. You are exactly that context. You know, when we look at these Black men are emotional in these streets. When we look at these Black men, they have an emotional dependency in embellished families, and particularly between the mothers and sons, that creates this dysfunctional dynamic that can have far-reaching consequences. These consequences are extended onto the children, not to other Black men, you know, because he could have killed and went to the streets and killed 8 grown adult Black men who needed to die. Right. When mothers rely on their sons for emotional support and companionship, they typically provide by the spouse or other adults. It blurs these boundaries of healthy parent and child relationships. So I blame the Black woman and her unfortunate circumstances raising Black men. You can't raise no Black men. What you need to do is maybe perhaps put that child up for adoption if you can't raise them. If this is an inappropriate emotional bond, quit the parenthood. You know, we don't need you no longer having these babies. Maybe we need to go ahead and put you through a doctor so we can put something up in you so you can no longer give birth. But I don't really mean to paint a broad brush, but I blame this tragedy of these young 8 babies on the Black woman. And this is not just a phenomenon. I need every listener to go ahead and look at the mother, son, husband dynamic. And this dynamic, again, when I'm telling you, Black niggas, that it occurs when the mother becomes emotionally enmeshed with her sons, treating him as a surrogate partner. And that's why these niggas are coming from these households being raised by these Black women. They're going out to the streets with high heels on, and they're killing other niggas because they don't know how to keep their emotions under control. Right. They can't get a grown woman. What they do is go ahead and get little children and impregnate. But again, man, rest in peace to the 8 babies, because I had no idea that this happened. I had no idea until I watched the Star Report. But when you talked about this tragedy and you talked about how, and this is real facts, y'all. How the black culture has it peaked? Of course, the black culture has peaked. It has peaked through all facets of our society in terms of social media, music, dance. It's over for you niggas because you niggas is no longer creative. You niggas are dependent on taking the genre from 20 years ago and trying to recreate something that's already been done. So yes, the black culture has peaked, and you niggas are soon to have a nigga wake-up call when it's no longer your lights is off and we at World War III and it's over, man. I just wanted to contribute to the conversation,
Thank you,
big
John
nigga.
Blaze. Yes,
and
sir.
I appreciate this, man, and I appreciate the research show.
Yes, sir.
Salute to you, big nigga.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Okay. John Blaze, dropping gems as always. Guys, thank you for your donations on the screen. I do not have my contacts in, so I just push the color. So it pops up on the screen. So whatever people are saying, you know, they spend Skrilla. So let them have their say. If there's any sponsors who need to get on the line, please let me know. Oh, wait a minute. I think that's the homie Andre. Andre, sit tight. I'll be right there. Hold on, Andre. Hi, Marty. Nice to hear from you, darling. Okay. Always sending Skrilla and always getting at me. Thank you, darling. You are appreciated. Okay. I'm looking for a showrunner. Hold on a second. Guys, if you're a sponsor watching the show and you do not see your information on the screen, please email me. You are a priority. Let me make sure I'm promoting the homie, Pimpin' Ken. There you go. www.pimpinken.net. When we come back, I want to tell you about some of the things that he's offering, Pimpin' Ken, okay? Hey there, Andre, area code 718. Thank you for your support. Are you there, Andre?
I'm here.
Good to hear from you, man.
How's it going, Star?
Good. Where do you want to start, sir?
Yeah, Ice Spice is lucky.
Yeah.
She's very, very lucky. I mean, I'm in the Bay. I'm in Oakland.
Okay.
And I rarely go down to LA.
Right.
If you notice, that place was kind of empty. There was not a lot of people sitting down eating. You know, whatever time of night it was. She's lucky that when she went outside trying to fight, that they didn't, you know, twist her wig.
Right.
And she's thousands of miles away from the Bronx. It's not like the Bronx. That Bloods and Crips in the Bronx in New York is fake to me because I'm from the Bronx. Right now, I've been living out here for like 16 years.
Right.
So it's kind of like cosplaying Bloods and Crips in New York. And I could easily say it. It's not like it's California's huge. Look at the map. I'm living in the Bay Area, right? It's 6 hours to drive down from Oakland to LA. So that's the distance from New York to Florida.
Right.
And you got gangs you got Serranos, you got Norteños. That's the Mexicans. Now you got and where she's sitting at night eating, nobody does that. That's something that you do on the East Coast. That's not West Coast behavior.
Right. Let me jump in for a second. I mean, I'm glad she's okay. We've all been through something. But holy smokes, did she get off lucky?
She's super lucky.
Lucky. Go ahead.
She's so lucky. She's lucky. She got her life right now. It was just a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Didn't they kill Pop Smoke in the shower? Wasn't he taking a shower? Niggas came in bussing.
There you go. The only reason why and right now people are even more hungry out here after COVID. There's less jobs out here, so they're looking for a victim. They're looking for somebody to rob.
Yeah. It's culture.
So,
sadly, it's culture, and it's like, you know, I'm not trying to, like, you know, make light of this situation in any way, shape, or form, but I don't believe that conspiracy stuff about, you know, something or other with promotion. No. You're in gangland, and you were stupid enough to be in McDonald's with the hoodie on, thinking shit was sweet with a pussy bitch. That's what I'm sticking
Right.
with. Go ahead.
Yeah. She's people. Anybody that's here and that's listening right now from New York, trust me on this. You got to know somebody. I myself, I live in Oakland right now. You know what I do? I work and I go right home. I don't hang out like that. I don't hang out. It's not like New York where you can just hang out in the bar and just chill all, and nobody's gonna step to you like that. Yeah. But out here, I don't want nobody to know that I'm around. I'm a ghost. Right. In and out wherever I have to go.
Yeah.
Because they bip out here. They bip in the Bay Area. So they breaking into your car. So you can't leave nothing in your car. I've been living out here for 16 years. My car been broken into, let's say 8-9 times.
Oh my God.
They steal people's dogs out here. They'll take your dog out your car.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So think about it, and back to that Philip K. Dick thing. It already started. It already started.
Yeah, no, listen, I appreciate your donation. Can you take the time to break that down? The Minority Report. Now, they made a film years after his book, The Minority Report, but I think, was it Spielberg and Tom Cruise? I forget who was in that film. I forget.
Steven Spielberg made the movie starring Tom Cruise. Yeah. But that movie is basically telling everybody how it's going to be. It already started. They know. Switzerland is just like that right now. You have an ID card, and that ID card tells the police everything: where you live, how much you make, what your rent is, who owns the building, if you have a car, if you have debt, all of those things. Right. So they could just pinpoint the information on your data. They know what you do. There's no, what are you doing over here? And it's kind of like that already, people that live a certain life. What's the tax bracket?
It's a fact.
Now it's getting more and more efficient. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you, Andre. Salute.
Have a good one, son. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sunday night. What a great weekend I had. Guys, can you sit tight in the phone queue? I took a break from the whole, ripping up the tree roots in the front yard that were growing up under the driveway. I had to take a break from that shit. My fucking back was killing me. I said, what am I doing? Technically, I own properties. Technically, but I don't want to live there. I don't want to do maintenance. I'm renting now in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. It's fucking beautiful, but I had to have a talk with myself. What are you doing? What are you doing at your age, getting up with a guy hooking up a pulley, ripping out goddamn tree roots, and then I went and bought a fucking chainsaw. Like an idiot, I'm cutting the goddamn roots with the chainsaw in the ground. The goddamn blade goes dull. I got the floor jack. I got like one of those big ass shop, floor jacks that you use on Peterbilt trucks. I jack up the concrete. It didn't crack. I said, "Holy shit!" So then I'm getting up under the goddamn the driveway, the concrete, ripping out more tree roots. I just said, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I had a great weekend. Guys, on the screen, www.gocreditwiz.com. I say again, www.gocreditwiz.com. It's one of my sponsors. Guys, sponsors can always call in. You can always check in. JR Cigar, where are you, sir? You can always call in. I got to go get a showrunner for Stacy Galore as well. I have been slacking. Stacy, are you out there? You can text me. Or I can pin your information on the screen if you're there. Stacy Galore. Oh, is that my main nigga on the trigger? Generation Y. Lane, repping 585. Lane.
Rochester, New York, 585. You already know it's the Black Genius.
Let's go, my nigga. How are you, man? Good to hear from you.
I'm doing good. We're getting older every year, as you can hear. It sounds like you need a property manager, man. Start me off at $100K in that Jay-Z plaque. Sign me up. I'll get right back on the plantation. Let's do it.
I got one more Jay-Z plaque. Are you interested?
Highly interested, but just know it's going to get smashed on camera, starring Buck Wild style.
Listen, 10 bands. For you, maybe 8. Reasonable doubt.
About him,
Platinum plaque.
Did you hear about him changing his name, avoiding lawsuits, or he's trying to pull a Prince move or Kanye West move, adding the little dots on it?
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. Not much. I'm hearing about the headline today. It's pretty exciting.
Ice Spice. Yeah.
Ice Spice. Now, come on. She is holding it down. You know, she's talking that gangster talk on her tracks. You know, she's representing from New York City. But, yeah, she's completely out of pocket. That could have ended a lot worse for her. A lot worse. But I think she still, you know, she held it down. She showed all the fans and everybody outside she's not with the trollers. She is willing to square up and shoot the 5. A lot of respect for the Ice Spice on this one.
Stop it, Lane. She could have lost her life. She was stunting for the camera. She knew she was being filmed. The baby should never have even gotten that close to her. She could have.
Where's her security at?
Exactly. Come on.
Who is her manager?
Come on.
Yeah, literally got some questions about her. She could have been sitting bloody world star hip hop their ass. Oh my God. Protect the hip hop princess, please. Can we do that? She's not. Is she black? Like black people? I be walking around like.
I think she's Dominican. So who cares? But I mean, like, you know, you're part of this urban genre. You have to know how to move in, you know, Hollywood, California, over there on Vine. That's not some prissy upscale area. That's not fucking McDonald's over on Wilshire Boulevard. That's on Vine. She's lucky. Go ahead.
About the topic, I'm just checking in, seeing what's popping.
Good to hear from you, man. Everything else okay with you up there in Rochester, New York?
Upstate New York. I'm just trying to stay out of the way. The murder rate is ridiculous. They got people jumping off bridges and shit like that. Just trying to stay alive in the 585. Salute to the Star Report.
Well, hang on a second, Lane. Do you really want a Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt Platinum plaque? I got one. Official RIAA certified. Do you want it? Seriously.
Are you really going to let Drake buy all the hip-hop artifacts? Yes, I want the Jay-Z plaque.
Give me 7 bands. It's yours. 7 bands. Lane, it's yours.
Ooh, Generation Y exclusive. Can I get a payment plan?
Yes. Yeah, for you, I'll give you a payment plan. Email me. You got my email address?
Let's go.
Okay. Salute.
Salute.
Hey, thank you for your donation. Who was that? Brooklyn Crook? I can't read that. But I pushed the color yellow, so it's on the screen. Guys, anybody need a oh God, what's that guy's name? Aaron Carter. Platinum plaque. Somebody wanted to buy it, and then they, I guess, for whatever reason, they changed their mind. Give me 2 bands. Aaron Carter. His mother's trying to get money to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? Aaron Carter. 2 bands. I'm moving to New York. I got to get rid of some of this shit. Some of this just got to go. Kenyon, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Cali niggas got old boy spooked. Oakland, okay. Cali niggas got. Hold on a second. Yo, the white Denzel, I'm doing a show. You want to call in? Yeah, call in. I'm live. Call in. White boy Rory. Kenya, salute, man. I got your donation. Whoa, Beyonce. What is this? Wait a minute. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. Send me a video. I'm not sure what that person's talking about. Rory, aka the White Denzel. Are you there? What's cracking?
Oh,
yo,
what's good, man?
Oh, man, I'm sitting here.
Yo, I saw the video.
Which one?
Ice Spice, the Ice Spice video.
Smacked in her shit.
Yeah.
And then dropped in the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to say salute to that white girl. I think she was really smart. You know, she was very young. She looked very young. And that's not part of the friendship, being friends with black people that she, signed up for. You know, she knew. Yeah, I'm telling you, she looked outside and saw a bunch of savage young YNs and savages jumping around, and she said, "Oh no." She said, no. You know, I like you, Ice Spice. We can be friends. Maybe she's her assistant or something, but that's not the part of the black friendship I signed up for. You know, that's your culture. You go handle that. I'm not getting shot. Right. You know, I'm not. Very street smart. I think her father and her mother must have told her, "Listen, you hang around this girl, you know."
It's okay to hang around these moolies, but once they get a crack in, you come on home in one piece.
You come on. That's black people business, honey. Now you come on home. Don't go getting involved in that. You know, it's going to turn into a nightmare real quick.
Come on.
Yeah, once that poor white girl, I swear, I don't care. Ice Spice caught a slap, and like I said, she's part of the genre, and that's But that poor young white girl, how traumatic that experience must have been for her. I could see her being scared for her life after what has been happening on the train.
She was pussy.
That's attacking white women.
She was pussy.
And she comes up. That hood rat came up, and she had the baby hairs plastered down to her forehead and hoop earrings. You already know it's going to be trouble. That poor white girl. I'm sure that whole experience is so traumatic for her that I think she should sue Ice Spice. Ooh. And she should get sued.
Whoa! Stop right there! Stop right there! Stop! That's a very good point. You put me in a situation that you intensified. One of your fans came in talking about shaking her ass. You start mouthing off. You saw the video. Ice Spice intensified the bullshit. The girl was just, she may have been on a perk 10, not a perk 30. She comes in to about, hey, let's go shake our ass. And then Ice Spice starts pointing, where you from? What? Yeah, that's a good angle. The white girl should sue Ice Spice. Go ahead.
Definitely. That young white girl, because you could see she was young, clearly very young girl. Even the way she looked with like her sweats on and the poor thing and her hoodie. I mean, she's gonna need therapy for what she went through. And I'm sure that might be one of the last times she ever socializes around in a mixed area or a black area. Yeah, she learned her lesson. That's like that's a life lesson she learned right there.
Right.
You could be friends with some you can have some rapper friends, but don't get it twisted. Don't cross the line. You put your life on the line. So yeah, I think she should sue, and I think the McDonald's should sue Ice Spice as well. She's a known celebrity,
right.
And she's just coming in there
with no security, and you cater to the degenerate culture.
Yes.
That their focus is violence, gang banging, drill. How are we supposed to protect you? They should countersue her. Go ahead.
Yeah, how are we? What type of pandemonium are you going to cause in my store, in my restaurant? What kind of pandemonium? Maybe this time it was violence, and that's what happened because that's the crowd that you attract or you cater to. But what about if it was 200 fans or 500 fans and they ruined the store?
Right.
What about if other customers got shot? Or when the workers got shot? What if the workers got shot that worked for that franchise?
Yeah.
So I think Ice Spice is the one who needs to be sued. And I hope there's a counter suit by McDonald's.
Yeah.
Maybe a corporate counter suit.
Yeah.
Because she has the brand, right?
And sue Wendy's because supposedly she's doing something with Wendy's. Sue Wendy's too. You used us. If there's any truth to that, you used us. You've tarnished our image with regards to people coming in. If that's true, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and like I said, I think that that poor white girl is probably a paid intern or some sort of intern. It didn't look like she was somebody that one of Ice Spice's girls from the hood back in the day. That's one of her day one bitches, that was ready to rumble or nothing like that. So, I really feel bad for the white girl. I could care less about Cardi B. I mean, she's supposed to be about that life. And, she took a L.
Hey, Rory, hold on a second. Okay, so you got to send in a screenshot, sir. I don't deal with blocking people. I responded to your email. I don't deal with blocking. Send me a screenshot of your donation, and then I'll unblock you or contact deeds. Come on, man. I'm fucking busy here with other shit. Rory, back to you. Shit.
Yeah, it's probably a Jew lying to you about sending you some money that you want us to be on block. Probably a Jew, Frankie G or something. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Gangster of Love. Well, listen, I got a Madonna plaque, but I'm not going to sell it. I got Ray of Light, triple platinum. I'm not going to sell that one, but salute to you, man. I appreciate your donation as always. If you go to my IG page, Troy Terrain, Troy with an I, you'll see the big ass Madonna plaque, Ray of Light, along with the Wu-Tang Clan. I'm not going to separate with that one, man, but I appreciate you. All right, Rory, back to you, man. Oh my goodness, be very sensitive. 8 beautiful black babies killed by their father. Any thoughts? Any concerns?
I would just say, God love those children. I don't really, that's just something I wouldn't even want to touch on, man. It's such a horrible.
Okay.
Unimaginable thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna focus on some other stories. Good to hear from you, man. How was your weekend?
Oh, the weekend was great, as it always is. Listen, Star, I just wanted to let you know, Ice Spice she's from the Bronx, right? Isn't she originally from the Bronx?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's used to that. That behavior is normal behavior, like for her in McDonald's, or it's a third world country up there right now. Do you know that the IHOP up in the Bronx, they serve oxtails? They serve oxtail omelets and oxtail cake.
I heard about it.
Come on, man. It's turned into a third world hellhole up there. They dumped all the third world migrants and Africans up there. They got African child soldiers walking around the Bronx. That's a fact. Scars on their face. They got one out here. He's a wrestling champion. He's in high school, right? And this kid was a child soldier, and he got attacked by a chimpanzee and chewed half his face off.
Fuck.
So, they dropped all these African migrants all over New York, man, everywhere. Okay. And, she's used to that growing up there in the Bronx. I don't feel bad for her one bit.
She's going to have to learn out there in California. You got to have security. You got to check in. You got to do something because it is a culture dealing with outsiders.
Right.
You can't just, come around there flossing, fronting and stunting and not think that you're not going to be a plate of food. Good to talk to you, Rory.
Right. All right, man.
Salute. Brand new sponsor on the screen right there. I'm trying to get him to call in. Just, are you out there, man? Legitpro.com. Guys, in my community section, there is a link. I urge you to go to this platform with regards to estate planning, having an understanding of probate. This is a great platform that can help you. And if you are, trying to handle an estate or establish anything with regards to property, whether you're trying to put a home in a trust, this is a great platform to go to. Ask for Just, J-U-S. Great guy. He and I had a very lengthy conversation. I recommend that set, okay? All right, let's take our time here. Hold on. Africa Bambaataa. They had the funeral. I got a video. Hold on a second here. I'm not sure where the funeral was, and pay attention to some old nigga talking about Bam was never arrested, just like Michael Jackson wasn't arrested. No, Michael Jackson was indeed arrested for allegations.
I just came to pay my respects. Rest in peace, my brother Africa Bambaataa, man.
Loved ones, friends, and colleagues paid their respects to hip-hop legend Africa Bambaataa at his funeral in the Bronx Thursday.
Bambaataa was always an inspiration to me, and he always put me on shows that other people wouldn't put me on.
We go way back with Africa Bambaataa from 1976 when he used to DJ.
Born Lance Taylor in 1957 in the South Bronx, Bambaataa was raised by his mother in a housing project at a time when the South Bronx was in decline due to years of neglect.
Now let's go. House.
Said to be inspired by Kool Herc, who has been called the father of hip-hop, Bambaataa began playing what became his signature beats at an early age in the 1970s by repurposing and mixing old hits.
Great inspiration. Musically, off the chain as well.
Eventually, Bambaataa came to be known as a founding pioneer of hip-hop, best known for tracks like 1982's Planet Rock and for founding the Universal Zulu Nation Art Collective.
If it wasn't for him, a lot of people would not be on the map right now.
Planet Rock. I love that. Planet Rock. Rock, Planet Rock. You stop. I love it, yeah.
In recent years, his legacy was overshadowed by allegations of sexual abuse. In 2016, Bronx political activist and former music industry executive Ronald Savage publicly accused Bambaataa of abusing him in 1980 as a young teen, allegations that Bambaataa has denied. Afterwards, a number of other men came forward claiming similar abuse by Bambaataa, and last year he lost a civil suit alleging child sexual abuse and trafficking due to a default judgment after failing to show up for court.
His allegations, I get it, but he was never arrested for his allegations. Neither was Michael Jackson. So why?
Yes, Michael Jackson was arrested, to be clear, for allegations.
Why are we going to disrespect him like that?
You know, it's unfortunate, the situation that happened with him, in other words, and hopefully everything, is working out.
Nia Clark, New York 1.
Okay. All right. Let's get that off the screen. Phone lines are open. Anybody want to chime in thus far with regards to the topics? Hey, Janet. What's going on with Janet? Sending me an email about... Jen, is this a new video or are you trying to add some sauce? What's going on here? I thought they squashed their beef. Is this new, Jen? Jen, I don't want to mention this unless this is new. Are you calling in Janet? And Jen, I got your email you sent me. I don't want to mention it on the show, but I got your email. Thank you so much, okay? The Real Rico Mercado got your donation. Ice Spice, and who else? Who is that? Mistreated supporters? Well, maybe she just had a bad night. Maybe she wasn't in the mood, but at the same time, you're in McDonald's in Hollywood on Vine. I haven't been to Vine in many, many moons, so I don't know what it is now. But that's not some upscale area, and you're sitting there with the goddamn hoodie on, and you got some little baby. I'm gonna say baby until we find out how old that girl is. me look in the live chat. Guys, according to TMZ and other platforms, Ice Spice has lawyered up. She filed a police report, and she's talking about suing people. Is it all cap? Well, she got dropped in the parking lot, so I don't believe it was staged. She got her shit rocked. Can someone confirm how old the girl is? Yes, no, maybe? Where's my pen? Okay, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. You guys want to see a crazy video? I saw this yesterday. I couldn't stop laughing. I said, what the fuck? We've got so much going on in the world, but this video here just made me laugh. Now, the person is okay. The person is okay. Someone lit a cigarette in a vehicle, and there was a propane tank in the vehicle with a leak. Oh my God, hold on. What the fuck? I couldn't stop laughing. Here we go.
Police say this minivan exploded on a busy Fairfax County road this morning. Investigators believe a propane tank in the van had a small leak, and when the driver went to light a cigarette, the van burst into flames. The woman inside was rushed to the hospital. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Drew Wilder has reaction from neighbors who saw the van and say they can't believe what happened.
Police say a woman went to light a cigarette this morning, not realizing she was practically igniting a bomb. The entire roof was blasted off and landed in the middle of the road. The windows were blown out, door panels devastated, separated into pieces. Julian Hart can't believe his eyes.
I am in awe that nobody was killed.
Julian lives across the street near the intersection of Lee Chapel Road and Old Keene Mill Road. He said he heard the explosion at about 7:30 this morning, and it sounded like a sonic boom.
It shook the townhouses. Pictures fell off the wall. Stuff broke.
Fairfax County Police say a woman was driving this Chrysler minivan this morning, and there was a propane tank inside with an apparent leak that she didn't know about. Investigators believe with temperatures in the 30s this morning, she probably had the windows rolled up, so a leak would have filled the car up with gas. Police believe that she went to light the cigarette. The car blew. Alan Caramello ran out to see what happened. Pieces of the car were blown all over his yard.
There was a piece of door right here, a big piece of the door.
From the van?
Yes, right here.
There's the door, easily 100 feet away from the van. Pieces of glass were everywhere, too. Sitting on the curb in front of his house, he says, was the driver.
A woman was comforting her. She was just shaking uncontrollably. And she had burns on her arms. It was like red, like a deep sunburn.
Alan says the woman walked herself to the ambulance when it arrived. Police say her injuries are not life-threatening and say that while the explosion appears accidental, they have assigned a major crimes detective to the case.
The fact that driver lived, she should go play the lottery today, or she's hit the lottery already by not being killed. I mean, look at that vehicle.
Reporting in Fairfax County, Drew Wilder, News 4.
Okay. Let's get back to the phone lines here. Late night, is that who I think it is tapping in? Good evening.
Yeah, it's good evening. What's up? It's Big Lex on the check-in real quick.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Big Lex, what do you want to say?
All right, good guy. I just want to follow up on the whole Africa Bambaataa situation really quick. Yes, Michael Jackson, actually, not only was he arrested, but he was subject to a humiliating strip search by the police as part of the investigation, because the accuser said he could identify marks on his penis, and it actually matched. So that is the part of the media machine that they kind of suppressed with Michael Jackson. And they're saying, well, he was just settling because it was cheaper to do that. No, the accuser actually knew what his penis looked like, and they took pictures. So there's that. So the guy who said that Michael Jackson was never arrested is wrong on two fronts. As far as Spice Ice, you know.
Well, hang on a second. I want to respond to what you said because because I do not believe in any way, shape, or form that Michael Jackson was a pedophile. Michael Jackson was reliving his childhood that he never got to experience. You know, when he was coming up, that was taken away from him, from his father, Joe Jackson, who I had on my show once upon a time. So, you know, some of the things that he used to do, you know, may have seemed to be inappropriate, but kids, young boys taking tinkles, seeing who can shoot their tinkle the highest. Okay, so maybe the kids saw Michael Jackson's tool, but it does not mean that he was violating the child. Yes, but he went through the arrest, the humiliation. I remember that like the back of my book. The back of a book, pardon me. But I just wanted to say with regards to the video that I just played about Africa Bambaataa's funeral, I'm going to come back at a later date and time with more information on the whole Africa Bambaataa debacle. That's what I started calling it, a debacle, because it took too many different turns that had nothing to do with molestation. So I just wanted to clarify that didn't mean that Michael Jackson was, touching the kid because he could describe his penis. You want to talk about Ice Spice?
Yeah, I just want to go back on what you said. You're absolutely correct. And I actually didn't call to even say that as well. So I actually agree with you with that as well. But just the fact that Michael Jackson didn't get arrested, them saying that was wild. So I just wanted to just add more context to it. Yeah, and he was. Yes, you are spot on your assessment with that situation with Michael. As far as Spice Ice is concerned, things ain't sweet in the streets, and so she was out there in La La Land. And again, you should always know the temperature as a New Yorker, just in general.
Right.
Walking in those streets and people hear that you in town, you on TikTok, IG, people will track you that way. Pop Smoke should have taught her that. Biggie should have taught her that,
PNB Rock and a host of others.
Right, exactly. So it's not like she had to check in, but just regular Joes now will check people if they see them on the streets. So, and again, it's like these athletes. You go to parties, you get
Quando Rondo. Oh, they tried to light him up in broad daylight. I think it was on Wilshire Boulevard. Broad daylight, shot up the goddamn SUV. Come on.
Yeah, so it's like you have the money, you have the resources.
Yeah.
Send somebody to McDonald's. Have them buy you whatever you have the taste for. Why do you feel like you have to physically go in a store, sit there, and eat? You're not regular folk anymore.
Right.
Taylor Swift is not doing that. I guarantee you that. She's not doing that. Right. All of her homies that she sits in the NFL games with, hanging out with, or hodgepodging with, they're not doing that.
Right.
So this is a wake up call for Ice Spice, and so she's got to protect her neck going forward.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm gonna land my plane there.
Thank you, man. Salute.
All right, salute.
Okay. Draco the Ruler stabbed at a festival. 2021. Slim 400 killed. Nipsey Hussle killed. This is all, LA related. Dollar killed 2009. Somebody needs to have a talk with Ice Spice because she clearly thinks shit is sweet. Hey, is that my guy Just tapping in? Late night, early morning, Just.
Hello, hey Star, can you hear me?
Hey man, good to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you having the URL up, and I kind of want to talk about it. It's an important topic. So
I think so. I've got it on the screen right now. What is the correct pronunciation? And tell us about your platform, please.
It's called Leggett Pro. So Leggett Pro, LEGATEPRO.com.
Okay.
It's a labor of love for me. I was forced to jump into probate about 2 years ago with my father didn't know what was going on. There's no guardrails. There's nothing to help. So, I kind of figured it out, put together my own system. Alongside of that, I've been a software engineer for a number of years here. So I decided to take that system and make a software platform. So what it is, it's like it's TurboTax for probate.
Okay.
And it's there to help. It's for people like me. I'm about 41. You have a job, and then all of a sudden you're dealing with probate. You're dealing with properties and rents and stuff like that. So this system helps you tackle all of that, especially if you're a professional, because you don't even realize, probate and all of that stuff, that's like a whole other job.
Yeah.
So it's a labor of love for me. I'm really passionate about it, and I really understand it after doing it, for 2 years. And it's a great platform.
Okay. Let me jump in here for a second, because we don't take everybody's money, and I like to at least look at things before we sign off. And you and I had a conversation, and I spoke to you about what I liked about your platform, the functionality. It's very easy, and with regards to probate, some people may not have an understanding. What is probate for those who don't know, and how can your platform assist them? Probate.
So probate it's like the process of handling someone's money, property, or debts after they pass away.
Okay.
So it's one of those things you don't really know what it is, or you don't really care about it until it actually just happens to you. So in my case, my father, rest in peace, he died at 69. About 2 years ago, and we were thrust into this. So that's what probate is. It's kind of once you formalize that, if they have properties, if they have debts, if they have these things, you go through this process with the county, wherever the person is.
Okay.
And, in my case, I didn't have software, so I had to, go downtown. I had to pull deeds myself. I had to stand in line.
Courthouse.
I had to find a lawyer. I had to do this. So, over time that turned, that's a whole job, so
let me jump in, just if I can jump in.
For it.
Do you do consultations? Because even though your platform, again, I like the functionality, it's very easy. Do you do consultations for people? Do you get on the phone and talk to them? Because some people still may not understand things, and sometimes putting it in layman's terms is the best way to assist. Do you do consultations?
Yeah. So right now I'm doing it through the support channel for Legged Pro. So there's a Discord server.
Okay.
But that's also how I started making the software too, is because people were reaching out to me. People knew I was doing probate, so friends would refer other friends, and I was talking, a lot of people through a lot of this stuff just based on the stuff that I learned and the process. So I do, go through the website under the support channel. I'd love to set things up, because it's one of those things you don't think about this until it happens to you. Right. And then it gets real. And then you need some sort of support. And there just really isn't anything out there.
Was your father a boomer, a baby boomer like myself? I was born in 1964.
Yeah. Born in, is that a boomer? He was born in 1954. Okay. Detroit. So, that's a whole, that's a whole thing, so he,
the reason why I asked that is because my generation is guilty of not necessarily working with Gen Z and other generations to get an understanding of certain things by way of whether they be estates or putting properties into a trust. We're guilty of that. We don't necessarily think, well, don't worry about it. And then we check out and then shit's in disarray.
Yeah.
I took care of all of that years ago. I have a nephew, and I said, hey man, I need for you and I to get together. And I've given him so much access and information to things, whether it be credit cards, debit cards, bank accounts, and he's really grateful. He's really grateful. And I had to realize, hey, this is my blood. I may not agree with everything he does, but I have to make sure that I don't just leave him out there scrambling like 2 eggs on Sunday mornings. I just want to say that. So let's talk about some of the things, some of the mistakes, if you want to get into this, or maybe anything else with regards to your platform. Guys, I'm talking to Just LegitPro.com. That's his platform. What are some of the mistakes or pitfalls that people make with regards to planning and things of that nature for your platform?
You know, the real thing, and I'm glad you brought that up, kind of the generational differences, because that was kind of the generational difference where, you know, things aren't super in disarray, but it's not like, you know, I'll say that generation, some people, it's almost like, you know, I'm going to live forever. So, you know, I don't, you know, we don't need to have that talk. But yeah, some of the biggest things are just tracking the money. So like, you know, it's a business. So once you start doing this stuff, you need something to, you know, look at how much debt there is, how much, you know, if you have properties and things like that, how much they're worth, you know, as, you know, related to the debt.
Right.
So that's the biggest mistake people make, is kind of just letting that stuff pile up. And, you know, a lot of the people that I would talk to or consult with, that's kind of where they were at. They kind of let it pile up. They weren't documenting things, you know, properly, kind of waiting too long to get organized. And then you have deadlines with the court and, you know, you're scrambling around. Now, for me, you know, I've worked so long in data and, you know, that sort of stuff. That was the first thing that I was doing, because I knew, you know, I never wanted to get behind the 8 ball on certain things. But that's the biggest mistake, just kind of underestimating the process, underestimating how much time, how much effort it's going to take. And then you're looking at, you know, a deadline, or, you know, a lot of, you know, unfortunately what happens in Detroit a lot that I've seen, you know, people wait too long, they lose houses, you know, liens get put on properties. They don't know where to pay the taxes or how much taxes, you know, are due. So things like that get out of hand quick, you know, so that's, you know, what this platform is really good for. Plugging that stuff in there so you're always ready. If you have a deadline, you always have something to present. You know where you're at in the process, because it sounds crazy, but, you know, probate, you know, it's the wild, wild west. There's nothing out there that's really going to tell you. You have to be proactive or you'll lose a lot of the stuff.
Yeah. I see a lot of people up at the New York tri-state trying to take advantage of reverse mortgages. I don't know if you get into that and stuff like that, but you know, it's an area that I feel very passionate about. I learned by way of trial and error, you know, and owning properties and assets and so many different things over the years, and then acquiring estates, you know. It's crazy because I'm a high school dropout, but as time has gone on, many of my relatives have come to me and said, "Hey, Troy, well, I want you to take over the estate." I'm like, "Take over the estate? Well, what about your son or your daughter?" And then it becomes a legal thing with their children. So it can be a headache, man. But listen, I appreciate you. LegitPro.com. Guys, I'm talking to Just. Please go there. And there's an email address where people can contact you just there on the platform.
Yeah. So there's a whole Discord server, and, you know, that's where I'm doing consultations. So, you know, it gives you video. You know, I'm going to start doing a lot of demos and things like that. So just go to the platform, LegitPro.com. Check it out. It's really easy to start. It's no obligation. The pay side of it is adding sort of AI and additional analytics that you would need, you know, for the court. But just to get it started and just familiarize yourself with the process is helpful for anybody, you know, late 30s, early 40s, you know. Unfortunately, you know, in the Black community, you know.
You're a Black man, for those who don't know.
Age.
You're a Black man, for those who don't know. Okay.
I'm a black man, and my dad passed away at 69, and that's kind of, if you're looking at that generation and kind of the statistics, that's kind of the age that we're going to. So yeah, you're people like me, 30s, 40s, where you don't think you would be dealing with this at that time. It could creep up on you.
Well, listen, Just, let's get you back on the show next week, and then let's maybe talk about younger people, such as yourself, and maybe even 5 years younger than you, some of the steps that they can take to get their parents or grandparents to sit down and discuss some of these things. Because, again, a lot of times the older generation, they don't, come forward with the information, then they sit on, and then it causes a goddamn clusterfuck. Hey, man, great to talk to you, Just.
Yeah, thank you, Star.
Yes, sir. We'll talk next week.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. One of my sponsors, legitpro.com. Check them out. Tell them I sent you. All right, guys, I want to take my break here shortly. Can I take one more call? One more call, then I would like to take my break. I've been talking about Ice Spice. She got smacked silly. Oh, yeah, she did. She did. And then she got dropped out in the parking lot. BX, hold this L. Sheesh. There he is, Gene Richmond, a.k.a. number 9, my number 1 political correspondent. Are you there, Gene Richmond? Hey, man.
Just engaging in this discourse that will not only destroy the fabric of the world, but will bring nothing but bedlam and mayhem. It's the Star Report, of course.
How are you, sir?
Of course. I'm great. I just finished up the post-WrestleMania report with Vince Russo. Those who might know who he is.
Oh my
He was a writer for.
Take your time. I want to hear all about this, please. Take your time. Come on.
Well, for those who aren't wrestling fans, tonight was WrestleMania. The second night concluded after a long WrestleMania weekend.
Okay.
Myself and Vince Russo, who used to be a writer for the WWE, the WCW, and also TNA Wrestling, we just finished up a post WrestleMania show, and the show will be on his Vince Russo's YouTube page tomorrow morning. You can catch that, me and the other guy. So that was pretty good. And Brock Lesnar retired tonight, and Roman Reigns is the new WWE World Champion. So tons of good stuff.
Okay. I'm not in the loop like I used to be. So was this a sellout event, a pay-per-view? Because a lot of that stuff, you can't play it on YouTube. You get a copyright notification. Was this a big event, or what was this?
Well, this is a major event. This is like their Super Bowl or the Oscars for actors or the Grammys for the music world. But actually the turnout wasn't as profound as it normally is. I think they did 50 or 49,000 at the arena in Las Vegas. I mean, typically these kind of WWE events sell out. They go at close to nearly 100,000, 80 to 75 to 80,000. Okay. So it was on the low side this year. But again, TKO, the company that owns WWE, has inflated their prices for tickets and things of that nature. So there wasn't a lot of people flocking to be at attendance this year.
Losing its luster, sounds like, huh?
Yeah, it kind of is. And you have, John Cena's retired. He hosted WrestleMania tonight. Brock Lesnar, it appears, just retired. And, a lot of the key players are walking away from it. So they have to, if they don't establish new stars, then, the company might just be in limbo. Yeah. I mean, I think it'll make money. It always does. But
I told you this. I told you this. John Cena was on my show, the Storm Buckwald show. I think it was either 2005 or 2006, and he gave me one of those goddamn championship belts, and it spun like some type of big ass bezel. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's his signature spinner belt, which he He carried that belt for many years. I want to say about
he gave me one. He gave me one on the show. A buddy of mine who's a retired Bronx detective. I gave it to him and his son. They came up to the radio station. His son's eyes, I think he was like maybe 11 years old at the time. His fucking eyes lit up. that goddamn belt. That was a big deal back in those days, but he's a great guy, John Cena. That's all I wanted to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, that belt, and that kid got a collector's item. I mean, he doesn't use that belt anymore. That belt's not used in their main programming. So that's pretty much a collector's item at this point.
All right, well, listen, man, I want us to focus on my top story. Rapper Ice Spice slapped Silly in Los Angeles for not checking in. I'm saying she should have checked in. She's lucky she got away with her life. I don't believe nothing was staged. No, she got slapped in her shit and then dropped, pow, in the parking lot. You have to speed. Gene Richmond.
Yeah, I saw it was all over social media and the blogs. Well, I just want to say that we all know this, that black people got a problem. I mean, yeah, people say, well, she should have had security. She should have been aware of her surroundings. She should have not reacted the way she reacted to the girl that approached her. But let's be honest. If Ice Spice was at a McDonald's in a very upscale neighborhood, maybe where Brentwood or Orange County, would she really have to worry about any kind of being accosting or attacked? Would she really have to worry about security where it's predominantly white community? And if it was a white girl that came up to her and was being a fan and wanted to say hello or even take a picture, even with that same attitude she might have had, the outcome again would have been completely different. Black people got a problem. It's a black area. It's black people. It's that culture. If you balance black and white, it is a racial thing. It's always racial. Black people got a problem. They destroy McDonald's, the communities, schools. I mean, just recently, a 15-year-old.
Has black culture peaked? Gene Richmond, that's a question I asked earlier within the broadcast here. Has it peaked? Because now we see people in vast numbers. They have no shame. There's no shame. Anything goes. And there are no parameters. So, I mean, like, we can sit here and say, well, if you knew better, you do better. But, you've got the parents doing the goofy stuff. The kids, they follow the parents. Has black culture peaked, Gene Richmond?
Well, I think we're at the peak now. But I think for some reason, I have a feeling that it could get worse. I mean, it's just as bad. It's at its peak form, but I think it could get worse. And I think we're being exposed to it in a massive way because of the digital era, because of the imprint that we have, social media. We have access to these smart devices, and we can record and send things within seconds. And I think people, they talk about the fatigue, and I think people are really witnessing this, and the culture is just in its most wretched form. You can't really go anywhere around black folks. It could be a McDonald's, it could be a high school football game. We've seen things at games. It could be anywhere. And this rash of violence breaks out. Teenagers.
I'm here.
And it's maddening. And I think, like you said, yes, it's peaked. But again, this is not things that white people do in their communities. Even in the worst white community, you still don't get this level of savagery. It just doesn't happen.
Okay. Hey, man, great to talk to you. I'm going to take my break. I'm sure we'll catch up tomorrow at some point, and I'll see you in about a month or so up in the New York tri-state. Good to talk to you, Gene Richmond.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. One more thing. If I think you guys really want to know what the answer to all this, there's a book called The Bell Curve, which was written in the early 90s. I think if you look into that, you'll find some of the answers, but thank you.
Well, stay there. Do you mean this book right here?
Voila. Well, voila. IQ predicts personal outcomes. Yeah. There you go.
Never mind 48 laws of power. Get the bell curve and watch Minority Report. It'll tell you what's in store for blacks.
Human intelligence is determined by genetics,
right,
and predicts cognitive results and personal outcomes. There you go.
Good to talk to you. Salute.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm not so much trying to clown her, but I want to talk to some of you younger people, whether you be artists or anybody who goes out to gangland. You cannot get confused. You cannot think it's sweet. The first time I went to LA was late 1984, 85, and I was like, oh my God. me and this Puerto Rican hottie, we're driving through fucking Beverly Hills. I'm looking for Lucille Ball's home, My Love Lucy. I'm looking for where Bob Hope used to. These are old people. Bob Hope, Bing Crosby. I'm looking for the celebrity homes. I'm doing bumps of coke. This chick is massaging my scrotum. We got the fucking the drop top. I said, holy shit, I gotta live here. I gotta move out here. Fucking palm trees, and it does something to you. Now, times are different now, so you got more people trying to migrate to Atlanta, which is a dump, if you ask me, the Atlanta metro area. But California, Beverly Hills and all those places, it has that effect on you. You cannot think it's sweet. You cannot. You will get caught lacking. Thank you, Kid, for your donation. Okay. The hypocrisy is insane, this stream. Hold on a second. Niggas are violent while O'Fay's dropping bombs. You're right. However, sir, here in America, which is where we live, and I would imagine you as well, we have to be more concerned about our backyard. Yes, the Caucasian is dropping bombs as they've always done, going back to the Manhattan Project, creating the atom bomb. Whitey gets no pass on the Star Report. You know that. But I'm more concerned about, the savages, Tashim, Sharika, whatever fucking other ethnic names these goddamn kids have. I'm more concerned with them. I don't want to go to, to Jersey Mike's and get a slug in my fucking mug because I'm ordering a goddamn turkey and provolone. You're right. The white man is always going to drop bombs. No ifs, ands, or buts. In fact, it has already been predicted that Whitey will blow the earth off of its axis. And the ship will drift, and the sun will dwarf it. Whew. That's how this planet's going to end. But thank you for your donation. Okay. Area code 213. Good morning. Are you there? We're talking about Ice Spice. Slap silly for not checking in.
Yes, sir. Even Star. This is Emmy from LA.
How are you, sir?
Oh, pretty good, sir. Calling in about the Ice Spice debacle.
Okay.
One thing that I don't think was mentioned, Ice Spice, she said 3 words that you kind of never want to say out here in LA. He asked, where you from?
Right.
Now in LA, it's very color coded.
Right.
So with Vayah having red hair and Spice asking her where you from, that's pretty much inviting her to get into a kind of gang banging situation.
Come on.
Like if you see someone wearing blue, you ask them where you from. Either you rival Crip hood or you're a blood hood. And that just sparks altercation off top. Those 3 words, where you from?
Yeah.
So that's what she did. And I think that's where Vay, being from here, that's where she took it in disrespect, and that's when the hands started flying.
Well, that's when Vay popped off. And I got to give Vay props because, you know, if you, what's the old saying? Well, I don't know how old you are, but going back to the 80s, if you violate, I must demonstrate. You ever heard that?
Yes, sir.
If you violate, I must demonstrate. So salute to Vay. She was with the shits automatically. Bow. You know, and right. I mean, is it funny? Yeah, she didn't get Ice Spice didn't get shot, stabbed, or beat the fuck down, but it's a teachable moment. Go ahead.
Right. They were right there on Hollywood and Vine. I'm born and raised in LA. They're on Hollywood and Vine. And the second her homeboy pulled her up out the McDonald's, when Spice followed, that was an invitation to both the homie and Vay that, oh, she wants to throw him. And they were right there on Hollywood Boulevard.
Right.
When Ice Spice got knocked on her back pockets. Yeah. So the thing is, like you mentioned before, the East Coast, they're like 0-3 now. Coming to LA.
I think they're
Biggie.
I think they're 0-7. Listen, I'm so old I can go back to pimps from New York going out to LA and disappearing back in the late 80s or early 90s. So yeah, you gotta what's the old saying? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. All that, yo, I'm repping this and that. It's gangland. It's gangland. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. That's what it is out here. It's gangland. You got to mind your P's and your Q's. Yeah. And again, I just can't stress it enough. The second Ice Spice asked her, where you from? That's automatic problems, automatic static out here. Anybody will tell you that you can ask anything of any LA native, but the one thing you can't ask them is where you from. Second she asked that, it was a wrap. Right. And seeing Vay, she had the red braid, you know, kind of can assume that maybe, you know, she messes around with the Bloods or the Parus. And
born into the culture, born into it.
Right. The way she was just quick with the hands, she grew up like that.
Grew up like that. Yeah.
So
now what hang on a second. Well, what about cop caller Ice Spice? Her new name is cop caller. You file a police report after getting your shit rocked, and now you're talking about suing people. She can't go back out there like that. I mean, God forbid. I mean, there's no God, but God forbid she go to Sacktown. Those niggas are dangerous up there.
Oh man, home of Mozzie. Home of Jacob Fatu, Blood Central up there.
You do know that they almost laid down Biggie back in the days in Sacktown, right?
Yes, sir. E40 has a story about that.
Well, the truth is, listen, I'm as old as dust. No, they paid Biggie to come out there to perform at a club. When he gets there, nobody's at the club. They literally spent money to get him out there, and then they came up on him to lay his dumb ass down. They called E40. E40 said, give him a pass. Those niggas are Those niggas are dangerous. But go ahead.
Right, and to what you're saying, a lot of gangsters in Cali, they migrated from LA at one point or the other.
Right.
So the gangsters in Sacktown, more than likely, they came from LA with the business.
Yeah.
So they probably, you know, you're right.
I appreciate the call. Thank you for the education. And listen, man, whether you like it or not, people have to check in out there. You got to check in. Check in.
That's it. It's nothing against your ego or your status. It's just, hey, you in someone else's backyard. They just want to make sure you move accordingly and you don't end up like the next Ice Spice.
There you go. Yeah. Salute, man. Thank you for the call.
Salute.
Yes, sir. Did you guys know that? You probably do. Yeah, Biggie. They booked that nigga to do a show in Sacktown. Put the shotty to his neck. He starts shaking, clacking at the knees. They calling people, calling E40. E40 gave him a pass. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Who's that in the live chat? Yes, star spelled backwards is rats. Duh. What the fuck? Late night, you've been on hold. Please watch the language. Are you there? 718. Good evening.
Ice Spice did not get slapped silly. Please, Jersey, nigga, please stop over dramatizing and putting mad extra sauce on it. Come on, I get it. She was slipping. I get it. She was slipping. It could have been way worse. She could have been 0 for 10 for New York. I get it. But
is this my nigga Desmond Fox?
Props.
Is this my nigga?
Queens. Yes,
Desmond Fox.
Yes, sir.
My nigga Desmond.
We gotta give her props.
Is this my nigga Desmond? Is this Desmond?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
Yes,
Talk your
sir.
talk. Talk your talk. Come on. Talk your talk.
We gotta give the light skinned, half Hispanic, half African some props. Like she did, like in LA, no security with a white girl that you know ain't doing nothing. Like she ain't doing nothing at all. So she might as well be by herself. So she she invited the fight. She antagonized the fight. She wanted more. Like so she showed the Fordham in her. She showed the BX in her. She really was on it when it was time to be on it. So let's give her a little props. I know we're gonna make fun. We're gonna do all that. I get it. But nah, I had to give her a little props. Like she wasn't on some light skinned, fragile, scary-ish. And come on, like that was a tap. That wasn't no she got slapped silly or dazed or knocked out. Like, come on, man. Come on. Let's give Ice some little credit. Like she do need to be on her P's and Q's, especially out there in LA on the West Coast. They do not play with nobody, especially if you're from the East, especially if you're from New York. So it's like she did escape one, and I'm glad she came out unscathed, and hopefully she make a hit out of it because she need a new one, honestly.
Are you finished? I wanted you to get it all out. I appreciate your call. You done?
I'm done. So I'm done.
Now listen. I fuck with you heavy. Guys, this is Desmond Fox. He keeps me up to speed on all the new drill shit. It's my nigga right here. For real. She's lucky, Desmond, and I don't believe in luck. She got dropped in the parking lot. You saw Vay drop her, right? Bow!
I seen it. She stumbled back. Come on, another one.
Desmond, hang on. She was talking that hot shit. She's lucky the nigga whose phone she threw, she's lucky he didn't pound her out. Vay smacked her inside McDonald's, and then dropped her outside. Bow! Can you please, when you get time, email me tomorrow? Who is Vay? Is she up and coming? She looked like a baby. She can barely even construct a sentence. She didn't have on the fresh gel manicures. She's a kid. She didn't even want to sock her fucking favorite rapper in the face. She said, I'm not going to listen to her music no more. I was a fan. She wanted to shake her ass. Why did Ice Spice have that bougie attitude? Can we start there, please?
Because she is a half Hispanic. I don't want to say the real word. I'm not going to say the S word. I'm trying to
say spick, nigga. Don't be scared. Half a spick. We talking about that spick bitch tonight. Let's go, nigga.
Yes.
Spick bitch got her shit right.
She's a Fordham spick half African tether that has no respect. She has no goddamn morals. If she in a bad mood, just a whim or anything, she'll disrespect you for no reason. just because. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I saw the response video from the girl when she that they post on TMZ. I saw it when she was like, yo, she just, she came on there on some fan-ish, and then, Ice Spice was rude and disrespectful, and then that's when she got on some rude and disrespectful. And plus didn't the girl say she from Chicago? Didn't she say that? She not even from...
She was just, throwing some shit in the wind. Oh, she's from Chirac. She was just amping up the set, as kids do.
Why she had to do that if she proud to be where she from and she from whatever neighborhood out there?
Because she's a kid. She's got the attention of one of her favorite rappers. She said, I'm not going to listen to her music no more. We're talking about a baby, Desmond. Can you please tomorrow get me her age? Because, again, you keep me in the loop on this shit. Can we get the age of Vay?
All right. But, Star, can I, real quick, I know number 9 was about to bring it up. The 15-year-old that was shot in my old neighborhood, St. Albans, Queens, and Roy Wilkins Park.
Oh, my goodness. Whoa. Let's take
my
it slow.
Old neighborhood,
There's no rush. There's no rush. Take it slow. Come on. I saw that.
He was shot in Roy Wilkins Park. His name is Jaden Pierre. His mother, Chanel Weston. I don't want to say her remarks. I mean, you can read about it online in the papers. Like, this was supposed to be something that was a water balloon fight that, these kids do. They organize online. And it's a bunch of different schools from the north side to the south side. If you're from the Palace, if you're from Queens, if you know this history, we are still the number 1 borough. We are back. If you are Glintset, if you are Snow Gang, we need to stop. We not Brooklyn. We not the Bronx. You need to stop this killing. I don't know why y'all see each other and hate each other. This never been like this. I don't know when y'all started this. I don't know. Y'all I know you met me through this drill, but I don't really. I'm way beyond that. I'm not really on that. Like I'm anti-gang. I'm Thug K. I'm gang.
You live in Jersey in the gated community around white folk. I know how you're moving.
No, I don't. Bro, I live upstate Albany. And
around white folk.
In the city.
You live around what? Desmond.
Not at all.
Desmond.
I'm around Guyanese people right now and a Hispanic right now. I don't even want to say what he doing right now, but trust me, I'm around. No, I'm not and I'm not no coon.
Desmond.
I'm not no coon.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in? Listen, let's take it slow. There's no rush. Condolences to the family. Condolences. My heart pains me. I saw the video of the young man. What was his name?
Jaden Pierre.
Stop right there. I saw a bunch of moulignons, a bunch of fucking monkeys.
Damn, Star.
Amping up this set. This man is getting pounded. They're laughing. They're giggling. Whatever he did, it wasn't that deep. They're pounding him. Right?
At all.
Right. Hold on. People are saying fight back. He didn't want to fight back. And then a bitch nigga shot him in the chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
The young man,
straight bitch nigga.
The young man didn't even want to fight back because he didn't want to fall into the category of being an animal and a parasite. So those degenerates, those scum in that area, whoever they are now, they have to eat that. America shit now all of a sudden, yo, this has got to stop. No, the people in that neighborhood, that's not a community. There's a difference between a neighborhood and community. That's a neighborhood. They should be held accountable. Get the fuck off of the news crying. Now you're crying. But when he was getting pounded on and he wasn't fighting back, they were screaming. They were cheering on the bullshit. Go ahead.
But Star, you gotta again. I've been accused myself of being.
I watched the video. I watched the video.
Star. You don't think I'm not Star? You don't think I ain't mad? You don't think I'm not? I just showed you what I'm on. I hate these mother effers too, but it's like Star at the same time. You gotta really see Star. I've lived both sides. You grown up straight privileged. I grew up privileged at times, but effed up at times. So I know both sides of the coin. You kind of only know the privilege. So it's like, you don't.
No, I went slumming for 30 years.
No.
I went slumming for 30 years. Go ahead.
Yeah, but still, you said you went slumming. So you part-timed it.
Yeah.
You went seasonal.
Yeah.
You went seasonal, but it wasn't full-time. Think about the people that's full-time in it, and I don't even fully know what that's like. And I'm going to keep it real with you. I grew up, like I said, I grew up kind of privileged at times, but then I grew up also with, we didn't have no Christmas presents under that tree. We didn't even have a tree at some time that year.
Oh.
But I do know what it's like to have
we didn't have presents under the tree. Oh. Come on, man.
But Star, like I said, I get it. Like, you can't understand and I can't fully understand why they would think like this, but think about someone that no one loved them at all. And I know you're like, oh, that's an excuse and mental illness and nobody want to hear that. But it's like, that's what it really is. That's really what it is. And they animals.
Okay.
They animals. And it's like, yo, I know you don't want to hear that, man. But it's like, that's okay. Really what it is. Like, and it's a multiple of things. It's a multiple of things.
Land your plane. I appreciate you. Land your plane. Go ahead.
Like R.I.P. to Jaden Pierre, R.I.P. to his mother, and like I said, I want to get rid of the parasites and all of the thugs and the gangs too. I hate all of it too. So like I said, whoever's ready to join and stop it, I'm with it. Hit me up, Desmond Fox.
Hey, I responded to your email. I responded to you, man.
I had twisted my ankle and some other dumb ish. Like I'm gonna hit you back on
I responded to your email. Check your email.
I know
right? Check your email.
I know you did. All right.
Salute,
all right. Good night.
Salute. Okay, that's my nigga right there. Somebody said Star is from Albany Projects in Brooklyn. Don't let them fool you. Sarah, it's Albany houses, to be precise. Oh, any real niggas from Brooklyn? I shouldn't say this, but Albany houses. Oh, you had some girls down there with some fire pussy, but a lot of them had HIV. Bros had HIV. I knew 2 girls that died from HIV, Albany houses. Oh, my God. Let me get that shit off my screen. What the fuck am I doing? Guys, sit tight in the queue. Boris, what's going on, man? I got your donation, your email. Thank you, Boris. Hey, Cherie. Oh, man. Okay. This chick sends it. Cherie, why don't you leave a comment in the live chat so I can put your comment on the screen? I appreciate your donations. She's praying for my death. Again. Praying for my death. Anybody, guys, have you ever seen Cherie in the live chat? Praying for my death. Damn, Star, how you know? Somebody says, "Damn, Star, how you know?" But so, what do you mean? How I know about that? Albany houses, yeah, man. There's HIV running through there. Player back in the mid to late 80s. Area code 314. Please watch the language. Good evening. Are you there? Talking about Ice Spice. Slapped silly. 314. Yes, no, maybe? Got to keep it pushing. Can't let you kill the vibe. Area code 929. Are you there? Good evening. Late night.
Big nigga.
Hey.
What's Gucci?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Big Rose on the check-in.
Hey,
what's up?
What's going on, baby? What's cracking?
You know, I'm here to tell it was on hold for like 50 minutes, but I know you busy. I know you popping, nigga.
I appreciate
like fish
you.
Grease.
I appreciate you.
But anyway, let's get into it, man. You know, I'm from Ebbsfield Project.
Oh,
man. You feel me? I'm right from where you used to be in the late 80s, right off of Maple. Not too far. You feel me? So let me tell you, I got a couple of girls I grew up with. And if you from Brooklyn, let alone the Bronx, you never sit with your back facing the door.
Right, right.
That's the first thing in life.
Well, she's from the BX. She ain't Brooklyn. So.
I don't care where you from. If you from New York or the tri-state area,
New York, yeah.
You don't do that, Star. Somebody will cut you in your face just for initiation week.
You're right.
Come on, man. I grew up in them hard times, man. But like I'm saying, right? Her friend was a bozo. Her friend ain't want no smoke.
Right.
But I want to say, you know, Ice Spice is Nigerian. I think she got.
I thought she was Dominican.
Dominican. Yeah, Dominican and Nigerian, but I think she got some white in her, bro.
Big Rose, I think you're sipping. What'd you say, Nigerian?
Yeah.
She's not Nigerian.
I've been on. Nah, she is Nigerian. She has. Ice Spice has Nigerian and Dominican roots, Star. I just Googled it. Like before I even called it, because I know how you are about your facts. But anyway,
right.
let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. I want to say something else. Ice Spice is a bozo.
No doubt.
She should have kept it G. She should have had a knife on her or something. You can't be in there with baggy sweatsuits looking like gang, and somebody say on the dead homies.
Right.
On the dead homies.
On the dead homies.
I heard that. Right. On the dead homies. That means it's up and it's stuck.
It's up.
Get your fists up. Right. Get a cup. Whatever you have in your area, you need to fight.
Right.
It's straight up. Right. So, but on another note. Yeah, on another note, I want to...
Well, hang on a second. Stay with me. Big Rose. Don't say the name if you know who I'm talking about. Ebbsfield. I knew a girl. I think she was Guyanese. She lived in Ebbsfield. Pretty motherfucker. She had long, coolie hair. I don't want to say her name, but did you know a girl?
Before you get...
Don't say her name.
No, but before you get into it, what was the years? Because I'm 40, Star.
Okay.
I'm 40. She might be a little before my time.
No, she was there from 89 until 94, Ebbsfield.
Then I might know her.
Yeah. I'm trying to find her. She has some fire pussy. Big Rose, don't say the name. Email. Let me put my email. My email address is on the screen. Fire pussy.
I know
from Guyana.
I know all the popping women in Ebbsfield. I'm gonna find out for you, and I'm gonna email you. Give me a second, big nigga. But on another note, right? They always saying this is what I'm gonna leave when I'm gonna land my plane with.
Let's go.
Right? Let's go. They always saying black woman is the most unprotected people on this earth.
Fuck out
No,
here.
Kids are the most unprotected people on this earth, Star. Yeah. And that's a whole fact. After you seen that man kill 8 children, it's bad out here. Right. And I want to bring up another note. During COVID, 20-something kids went missing in Atlanta. And I'm going to land my plane with that, Star.
Salute, Big Rose. Salute. Hey, listen, if you find that girl from Guyana, she lived in Ebbsfield. I think she lived on the 6th floor. Some fire pussy. Holla at me, all right?
The 6th floor. Name the bill.
Email me. My nigga, salute. Okay, that's my nigga right there.